Over 60? If wobbly steps, morning cramps, or tired thighs slow you down, this will help. Today, we'll fix 7 breakfast mistakes that quietly weaken your legs and replace them with easy wins you can start tomorrow morning. I'm your doctor guide, and everything here follows trusted NIH and National Institute on Aging Science plus the U.S. Physical Activity Guidelines. Research shows resistance exercise and smart nutrition improve strength and balance at any age. Our goal today: stronger, steadier legs you can trust on stairs and curbs. We'll keep it simple: why legs lose power, what to eat first, what to stop, 2 safe moves to practice, and a short weekly plan you can actually keep. Educational, not medical advice. Check with your clinician for personal care. Ready? Let's begin at the breakfast table, where tiny changes make big differences for you. Why does this show up after 60? Here's the short answer. Your body quietly shifts. Muscle fibers shrink and weaken, nerves fire a little slower, and joints feel stiffer. There's even a name for the muscle part: sarcopenia, which simply means age-related loss of muscle mass, strength, and function. When calf and thigh muscles lose power, every step and stair costs more effort, and balance can wobble, especially first thing in the morning. Research on older gait shows reduced push-off from the ankle, so the legs don't get the same spring with each step. The fix is not extreme. It's steady fuel plus gentle, regular work. National guidelines for older adults recommend at least 150 minutes a week of moderate activity, along with muscle strengthening on 2 or more days and balance practice. Even short bouts count. Studies also show that resistance training using bands, body weight, or light weights meaningfully improves strength and daily function in older adults, including those in their 70s and 80s. So if your legs cramp, tire on stairs, or feel unsteady, it isn't just aging. It's a pattern we can influence. Breakfast matters because your morning choices set your muscles' fuel, hydration, and recovery for the day. Food gives the building blocks. Movement tells your body to use them. Think of it as a 2-key system: nutrition turns on the fuel, activity turns on the engine. We'll keep everything practical with clear safety guardrails. If you have severe knee or hip pain, dizziness, or recent surgery, talk with your clinician before starting new exercises. Start slow, increase gradually, and stop with sharp pain or numbness. Your legs can absolutely get stronger with small, consistent steps, literally and figuratively, when you pair smart breakfast habits with the right joint-friendly moves. Let's start with your plate. Small swaps, real gains. Your legs need fuel, fluid, and the right minerals to contract and relax smoothly. First, give breakfast a protein backbone. Many people your age do better with about 1 to 1 and 1/3 grams of protein per kilogram per day, especially when paired with simple strength work. Spreading some of that at breakfast helps your muscles rebuild after sleep. An easy plate looks like Greek yogurt or cottage cheese with berries and walnuts, or 2 eggs with spinach and whole grain toast. These are straight from healthy meal patterns for older adults. Next, think potassium and magnesium, the quiet helpers for nerve and muscle function. Potassium keeps fluid balance and cell signals steady, and it's abundant in fruit, beans, and dairy. Add a banana or orange, a half cup of beans in an egg scramble, or yogurt at breakfast. Magnesium shows mixed results as a pill for cramps, but foods rich in magnesium support overall muscle and nerve health. Try oats, nuts, seeds, and leafy greens. If you're considering a supplement, talk to your clinician because evidence for preventing idiopathic leg cramps is limited. Calcium and vitamin D deserve a spot too. Calcium helps muscles contract and nerves carry messages. Vitamin D supports calcium balance and may influence muscle performance, especially if you're deficient. A cup of milk or fortified soy milk, yogurt, or canned salmon on toast are simple adds. Ask your clinician about vitamin D testing if you spend little time in the sun. Now, a quiet saboteur. Salt-heavy breakfasts. Processed meats, instant noodle cups, and mini breakfast sandwiches pack sodium that can worsen blood pressure and swelling in some people. Aim under 2,300 milligrams a day and choose lower sodium swaps like peanut butter with sliced apple or eggs with tomatoes instead of bacon. Hydration is the simplest leg helper. Older adults often feel less thirst, so start the day with a glass or two of water, then sip with breakfast. It supports circulation and muscle function, and it's especially important in hot weather. Prioritize water over alcohol and keep coffee moderate if it replaces water. If nighttime cramps nag you, here's a real example. Jane, 67, had calf cramps most nights. She began a breakfast routine with yogurt, fruit, and a handful of almonds for potassium, calcium, and magnesium. She also did gentle calf and hamstring stretches before bed. In a small, randomized trial of adults over 55, nightly stretching reduced cramp frequency by about 1 episode per night within 6 weeks, and pain decreased as well. Jane noticed fewer wakings by week 4. Your results may vary, but stretching plus better morning fuel is a smart, low-risk combination. Supplements can help when a blood test shows a deficiency, but more isn't better. The NIA reminds us to use food first and to check medicines for interactions before adding pills or powders. If you take blood thinners or have kidney or thyroid disease, always clear supplements with your physician. To make this real today, pour a glass of water as soon as you wake. Build a protein-anchored breakfast with a potassium-rich fruit and keep sodium modest. If something hurts to chew or digest, adjust textures and portions. And if you have severe kidney, heart, or endocrine issues, get personalized advice before changing your diet. Your legs will feel the difference when your morning plate quietly works for them. Now, let's move together. Grab a sturdy chair or kitchen counter for support and wear flat, secure shoes. Start with a gentle warm-up. Rotate each ankle 10 times. Then march in place for 1 to 2 minutes while swinging your arms and breathing easy. This wakes up your calves and hips and gets blood flowing without strain. For people over 60, the most effective approach blends strength, balance, and light aerobic movement because these pieces reinforce each other and protect daily function. That's exactly what national guidelines recommend for older adults. First, build calf strength with heel raises. Stand tall with fingertips on the chair back. Lift your heels slowly for a count of 2. Pause, then lower for a count of 3. Aim for 8 to 12 repetitions. Rest and repeat once. If your knees ache or balance is unsteady, do this seated and lift your heels under your knees. Strong calves improve push-off when you walk and help you trust your footing on stairs. Research supported resistance work like this improves strength and daily function when you progress gradually and safely. Second, practice the sight to stand from a chair. Place your feet hip width with toes slightly out. Lean forward a little, press through your heels, and rise without plopping, then lower slowly until you just touch the seat. Start with 5 to 10 smooth reps. Make it easier by using a cushion or your hands. Make it harder by taking 3 slow seconds to sit down. This one trains thighs and hips for real-life tasks like getting up from bed or the car, and it's a staple of healthy aging guidance. Third, try a wall-supported mini squat hold. Stand with your back to a wall, feet about a foot in front. Slide down just a little as if perching on a high stool and hold 5 to 10 seconds while breathing. If knees complain, reduce the bend or shorten the hold. If you feel strong, hold up to 20 seconds. 2 or 3 holds are plenty to start. Low-risk strength work like this builds leg endurance over weeks. Fourth, add standing hip abductions for side hip power. Face the counter, keep your weight on the left leg, and slowly sweep your right leg out to the side without leaning. Pause, return with control, and switch after 8 to 10 repetitions. Tap the toe between reps if balance wobbles. Stronger hips help you clear curbs and feel steadier on uneven ground. Now, let's train balance. Walk heel to toe along the counter for 10 slow steps, using light fingertips for support. Then try a supported single leg stand for 10 to 20 seconds each side, eyes forward. Over time, these drills reduce fall risk when paired with strength. Large reviews show programs emphasizing balance and functional tasks cut falls by roughly 1/4 to 1/3, and Tai Chi may help as well if you enjoy it. Finish with gentle lengthening. For calves, face the wall, step 1 foot back, and lean until you feel a mild stretch in the lower leg for 20 seconds, then switch. For hamstrings, sit tall, extend one leg, hinge forward at the hips until you feel a back thigh stretch, and hold 20 seconds. Stretches should feel easy, never sharp. If you have severe knee or hip pain, dizziness, numbness, or recent surgery, talk with your clinician before you begin or progress. Start slow and increase gradually. Your quick actions for today are simple. Warm up for a minute or two. Complete 1 set each of heel raises, sit to stands, mini squat holds, and hip abductions. Then practice a supported heel to toe, walk, and finish with those 2 stretches. If any move hurts, cut the range in half. If it still hurts, stop. Add 1 repetition or 5 seconds next week if this felt easy. Your legs learn fast when you ask them gently and often. Here's your simple 7-day plan you can live with. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, do a gentle 1-minute warm-up, then 1 round each of heel raises, sit to stands, a short wall sit hold, and standing hip abductions, followed by heel to toe walking and 2 easy stretches. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes and checks the boxes for strength and balance that older adult guidelines recommend. On Tuesday and Thursday, take a comfortable 15 to 20-minute walk or do light cycling indoors. If weather or joints object, any amount helps, and small bouts add up. On the weekend, pick something you enjoy: gardening, dancing in the kitchen, or a relaxed swim, and keep it easy. Your daily anchor is simple. Drink a glass of water on waking, and build a protein-anchored breakfast with a potassium-rich fruit, that steady fuel supports legs for the rest of the day. Track 2 numbers so you can see progress. First, do a 30-second chair stand test. Count how many smooth sit-to-stands you complete from a firm chair, arms crossed, in 30 seconds. Write the number down. This quick check reflects leg strength and endurance and is used in fall prevention programs. Second, time a supported single leg. Stand one fingertip on the counter is allowed and note your best side. If night cramps or swelling are part of your story, jot those down once a week as well. Aim for the guideline target of at least 150 minutes a week of moderate activity over time, with 2 or more days that strengthen muscles and include balance practice, adjusting for comfort and medical advice. If sharp pain, dizziness, or numbness shows up, stop and check with your clinician. Today, write your starting chair stand reps. Set a 10-minute movement appointment on your calendar and lay out tomorrow's breakfast so it's easy to win before the day even starts. You've got this. Try this plan for the next 2 weeks and track 2 numbers: your 30-second chair stands and your supported single leg balance time. Post both in the comments so I can coach you forward. If a day goes sideways, do 5-minute small wins add up. National guidelines say you benefit at any level, and building toward 150 minutes a week with strength and balance work is the sweet spot for older adults. Guidelines from HHS and CDC back you up here. For extra help, watch my next video on shoes that steady your stance and quick balance drills you can do at the sink. Subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss it. Keep going. This channel is educational, not medical advice. If you have new chest pain, dizziness, or severe joint pain, stop and speak with your clinician